Any moment from now, we'll be entering into dry season proper. In some places, it is still raining, just like where I am, it is still raining. But the rain has drastically reduced. That is to show that we are about entering into dry season. Why in some region it is not raining at all? Yes, I had people complain that for over 2 3 days it has not rained where they are, whereas where I am it is raining. In this video I will share with you most of the best crops you can grow during the dry season period and make huge amounts of money. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dara. I am a farmer. On this channel, we all know I share useful tips on agriculture, agribusiness ideas, how to make money on agriculture, and some healthy tips. If this is your first time of coming across my channel, do well to hit the subscribe button at the end of this video and join this great community. I have a lot to share on this channel. So let's continue with our discussion. Within this period of dry season farming, farmers tend to make more money from their crops, especially farmers who can afford irrigation systems in their farm. Remember, it is dry season farming we are talking about. There will be no rain, so you have to depend on irrigation to give your crops water, which means the crops will be depending solely on artificial means of watering the crops. During the dry season, no crops can survive without water. Yes, no crop can survive without water. That is why you need to set up an irrigation system in your farm, and this irrigation system is not cheap at all, so many farmers can't afford it. Okay, they depend on the rain to irrigate their farm. So during the dry season, not all farmers are into dry season farming. So the few that are into dry season farming usually make more money from their farms. Most of the crops you can grow during this dry season, number one on my list here is leafy vegetable. I have said a lot about leafy vegetables on my previous videos. They are very easy to grow and also very easy to manage with least cost. In fact, I discussed about leafy vegetables in a video. I will be leaving the link of that video under the description section of this video so that you can watch it. So I won't be going back discussing what I have already said in a video. So leafy vegetable is very easy to grow and maintain. For beginners, it is good. In fact, you are going to make much money from leafy vegetables. During the dry season, these vegetables are very scarce, especially the leafy vegetables. They are very scarce, and not just scarce, they are high in demand. So if you will be planting vegetables, leafy vegetables, any leafy vegetables at all, like the fluted pumpkin, the one we call ugu, the water leaf, the spinach, the shock or efo, all these leafy vegetables, in fact any leafy vegetable at all, they are very easy to maintain. Okay, even with small capital you can start. As a beginner, it is very easy for you to navigate it than other kind of vegetables that we have. Those ones are a kind of sophisticated. You need more knowledge before you can succeed, but in leafy vegetable farming it is very easy. So that is why I suggest it for beginners. So for me, leafy vegetable is the number one crop on my list and my favorite. You can grow and make money from it. If you're a beginner, a farmer, I would love you put leafy vegetable farming into consideration this dry season. Another crop on my list is the cucumber. During this period of dry season, cucumber is of a high demand. Even right now, currently now, cucumber is of a high demand because a lot of people consume cucumber. Yes, a lot of people consume cucumber. So if you will be planting cucumber during this dry season farming. So far you have your irrigation, trust me, you are going to make lots of money. One thing about cucumber is you will need a lot of water growing cucumber needs water. So if you have irrigation system installed in your farm or any means of watering your farm, then you don't have problem. Consider planting cucumber during this dry season. The next crop on my list is garden egg. During the dry season, it's usually festive period, celebration up and down. People engage themselves in a lot of celebration. So garden egg is one of the crop you can find during festive period. Because of this, it has a very high demand within this period of time. So if you can cultivate garden egg during this dry season period, trust me, you will be making a lot of money. The next crop on my list is pepper. If you have noticed, during the dry season period, pepper is usually scarce and also very high in demand. I remember a time when they were selling just 3 fruits of pepper 200 naira, and it was during the dry season time, and now we are about entering into dry season again. Okay, so consider planting pepper if you have the knowledge, although of course you need the knowledge if you are a beginner, but if you are already into farming, consider planting pepper. Pepper here includes any kind of pepper at all, whether the scotch bonnet pepper, habanero pepper, and bell pepper, any kind of pepper you want to plant. So far you have the knowledge, you can plant it during the dry season and you will make more money for yourself. Next crop on my list here is tomato. Yes, during this period of time, tomato, festive season, festive period, tomato is one of the crops during this period that is very, very high in demand. So if you will be planting tomato during the dry season, trust me, you will be making a whole lot of money. You need to put it into consideration if you are a farmer or a beginner and you have the right knowledge to plant tomatoes. You are good to go. You will be making lots of money within this period of time. Literally, there is no crop you cannot grow during the dry season. So far you have your irrigation system installed in your farm, which is the number one thing. During the dry season, you don't allow your crops to thirst for water. So if you can afford installing an irrigation system in your farm, then you don't have any problem. So far you have the knowledge on the crops you want to grow, you are good to go. One good thing about these crops that I listed is this: they are short-term crops. Yes, they are short-term crops. We have short-term crops, intermediate crops, long-term crops, of which these crops fall under short-term crops, in the sense that by the time you plant and harvest, within the space of 6 months you have harvested your crops. So that is why they are called short-term crops. I also have a video on that, which I will be leaving the link also on the description section, where I classified these crops under short-term, intermediate, and long-term crops. So these crops are short-term crops, and also they are very easy to grow, especially the leafy vegetables. As a beginner, I always recommend you plant leafy vegetables. Unlike tomato, pepper, garden egg, all these vegetables, you require more knowledge. Okay, as a beginner, you don't just jump into it. You require more knowledge on this crop. But you see, leafy vegetables, they are very easy to grow. Within 1 month you will start harvesting small, and then you keep harvesting as you go. So if you have irrigation system installed in your farm, means of watering your crops, trust me, you don't have any problem, and there is no limit to what you can grow during the dry season. But in all, if you want to succeed during the dry season farming, please make sure you have your irrigation system, have means of watering your crops, so that you can be successful during this period of time. I believe you have learned something new today in this video. please hit the like button right now so that other farmers, other beginners can see this video and also learn. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, you can always reach out to me via my WhatsApp. I usually leave my WhatsApp number on the description section of all my videos, so you can always reach out to me via WhatsApp. All right, I have come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.